show you who you are. Alright? Give me Isaiah 1 and 3. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. What's your name, brother?
But Israel doeth not know.
You leave.
You gonna keep going?
Huh?
You gonna keep going?
Yeah, I'm finna crank them back up.
Okay.
Y'all ready to go?
I thought you were there.
Smoke and ash from wildfires mixed with the cool Pacific Ocean air to produce an otherworldly effect.
11:15. Crazy. 11:15 in the morning, and it's like the middle of the night almost.
Historic fires are ripping through 3 western states. In California, almost...
Do not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
We love the Father. Still wicked, but got a certificate, man. Young brother, let me holler at you real quick. You believe in the Bible? Yeah? You know Jesus Christ was a black man? You do? What would you say your nationality is? How old are you? 17? What would you say your nationality is? You don't know? That's a good answer. You know why? Because we don't know either. Get what? Your mama, you know why you don't know? Because your parents didn't know. They grandparents didn't know. Let me show you who you are. Alright? Give me Isaiah 1 and 3. And give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 1,
You believe in the Bible? Yeah.
verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
You know what an ox is? It says the ox, he knows his owner, right?
And the ass his master's crib.
You know what an ass is? It's alright.
But Israel doeth not know.
He said, but Israel do not know. So Israel is a dumb donkey knows who his master is. An ox knows his owner, but Israel, they don't know who they are. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do. That's what we bringing out, that we're the true Israelites. And that's why we don't know who we are. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to tell us who we are.
But Israel doeth not know. My people doeth not consider.
And we don't consider. That's why we call ourselves black or African American. You see what I'm saying? But ain't no such country as an African American. Ain't no such country as a black. You see what I'm saying? Let me show you who you truly are. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. What's your name, brother? But no, it ain't gonna hold you long. We need 2 more scriptures.
The book of Deuteronomy. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
He said you're a holy people. You know what holy means? You know what holy means? It means like set apart. You're a set apart people. Alright? You don't do the things that all the rest of the people do. Alright, keep going.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Oh, he said God chose us to be a special people unto himself and to be above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Alright, we were meant to be the rulers of this earth. You know what I'm saying? That's why we run the fastest, we jump the highest, we the smartest, we the most innovative, right? Because we supposed to be rulers of this earth. But because of our disobedience to the Most High, he put us in this captivity that we're in, right? You ever been punished by your parents? Did they hate you? That was them showing you love, right? Give me that in Hebrews. Oh, you got it in Amos?
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, in verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So the Most High God saying, I only knew you. I'm only father to you. So you're the only nation of people that I'm going to punish, right? You're the only nation of people because you're the only nation of people that I gave these laws, statutes, and commandments to. You familiar with Moses and the 10 Commandments and coming down, right? There was only the Israelites that he gave those commandments to. How you doing, sister?
Great, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. You believe in the Bible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You understand that you're an Israelite according to the Bible? You know Jesus Christ was a black man?
Yeah.
You know all that? You get flight. You got a flyer?
I get some more. There you go, sis.
Hebrews 12 and 6.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, and verse 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth,
He said, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth. Come on.
and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth.
And scourge of every son that he receiveth. So we were saying that we were brought into this captivity because of our disobedience to the Most High God. You love God? How do you show love to God?
Lately, been like spending time to like really actually, instead of just questioning and then trying to figure out by my own interpretation, actually spending time and getting those answers that were being said to me. So as y'all see right now, this event is something that I feel like is an answer. Like sit and listen to what y'all got to say. Like if you know how people like to question, well, God, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? And they still do what they supposed. They doing too much. They gotta listen sometimes. They gotta just sit back and listen.
Right.
So that's lately what I've been getting into. Lately.
Excellent. All right, give me Deuteronomy 10:12. And then give me that John 14:15. And then we'll show you how we're supposed to love the Most High. Elder.
How you
Get
doing,
a
brother?
flyer, Elder. You know who you are according to the Bible?
Yeah.
You know you God's chosen nation of people? Okay, all praise.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So you know you're an Israelite. It says, Israel, what does the Lord require of thee? Come on.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
To fear the Lord. So your obedience starts with fear. We have to understand you're not going to be obedient to anything that you don't fear. If your parents, if you don't fear the judgment of your parents, you're not going to be obedient to what they say. They tell you to come in at 9 o'clock, but you know they ain't really firm on that, and they ain't really going to have no judgment for you. You ain't going to come in at 9 o'clock, right? And that's how we are with the Most High. So we have to understand to have that fear first, right? Keep going.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
So it starts with the fear, then you walking in the will, and then you loving with all your soul and all that heart, right? So he show you how to love the Most High.
To keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
And he says, to keep his commandments that I command you this day for thy good, right? For your good, not for him, but for you. It's beneficial for you. Some laws don't have judgments in them. Who's bringing that out? Some laws like adultery, the judgment was for you to be stoned. All right, but some laws didn't require a sacrifice. Some laws require the sacrifice of a goat or a lamb. So we don't do none of those things now because Christ was our sacrifice. But before then, some sins required blood to be shed, whether it was your blood, depending on the significance of the law. But some laws, like don't tie an ox to a donkey and plow them together, don't yoke them together, that has its own consequences in them. If you do that, you're gonna see the consequences because your plow is gonna go off to the side. It ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be beneficial, right? But that love, who got that? John 14:15?
This is the book of John, chapter 14 and verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
It's just simple. He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. That's how we show that we love the Most High. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do those things. Give me Sirach 19:19. And give me Psalms 40 and verse 8. And that's our purpose here. And if we keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, we'll come from up under these curses. And we'll set ourselves apart. And then we can start becoming a light. But you know what I'm saying? Not hating thy brother, loving thy neighbor as thyself, keeping the Sabbath day holy, keeping that set apart, not buying no shopping on the Sabbath day. Like if none of, and then you got no working on the Sabbath day. Now look across the street. Look at the folly across the street. And the Joker already got on the darn cast already. With the folly though. But we wise to do evil, man. That's our problem. We wise to do evil, but George Zimmerman will continue to be out. Then you tell me to shut the F up. But George Zimmerman is continuing to walk out here after he shot a young man about their age over some Skittles. And Breonna Taylor, her murderer still ain't been locked up. How many of us continue to get gunned down, but we don't have that energy for our oppressor? We have that energy for ourselves, but not for our oppressor. Give me that Sirach chapter 19, verse 19.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 19. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is a doctrine of life. And they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality.
It says the doctrine of these law, statutes, and commandments are the ways to life. And those that keep them are going to eat from that tree of immortality. Go ahead with your precept.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 4. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
But such as leave it shall die. Give me Proverbs 21 verse 16. A lot of us living to die. That's why we say we only live once. And when we saying we only live once, we doing something to ensure that we only live once. We either getting as high out our mind or getting as drunk as we possibly can, right? We turning up to the point of turning up, like, you know what I'm saying? We want to tear the knob off. We want to break the knob on the turn up. Because we have that, and that's really shortening our life. It's really doing something. Everything behind the cash register in the gas stations, all that has something on there that's telling you, man, it's killing you. You know what I'm saying? But we stand in line for it. We get mad if you ain't got the diamond. I need the diamond. I be sitting in line, but see, I used to be that person, and we all came from that because that's the doctrine that's fed to us. We fed into that. That's why we all do the exact same thing. You talk to a Negro, 9 times out of 10 he done dropped the mixtape, or he make beats.